The rifle presented to the public was a Mauser .3006 bolt open, 1 casing spent, 3 live rounds waiting. Authorities framed it is the weapon that killed Charlie Kirk, but the bullet pulled from his neck has never been confirmed to match. That silence is louder than any press conference. If you believe silence isn't proof, comment release the report. Ballistics is not complicated. Every bullet carries the unique grooves of the barrel that launched it. If the bullet and the barrel don't align, then the rifle is not evidence, it is a display. Without that bridge, the case begins to wobble. If that troubles you already, share this video so others see the cracks. The bullet itself was intact, a .3006 round that tore through tissue, severed his voice, ended a life in seconds. The rifle was found nearby, wrapped in a towel, as if discarded in shame. But for all the headlines, weeks have passed without a single public ballistic report. Nothing that ties bullet to barrel, just silence. If silence unsettles you, drop it in the comments. Let them know you're watching. Instead of clarity, we are given fragments. DNA on a towel, DNA on a screwdriver, both reportedly tied to Tyler Robinson. But DNA on cloth proves only that he touched cloth. DNA on tools proves only that he touched tools. Neither proves he fired the weapon. If you see the difference between props and proof, subscribe now so you don't miss what's buried next. We're told Robinson confessed, but the confession wasn't recorded. We're told he left a note, but the note was destroyed. We're told his intent is clear, but the very documents that could prove it are gone. What is left is a story polished for headlines, not for courtrooms. If that feels wrong to you, comment not enough. September 10, 2025, Utah Valley University, Orem, Utah, a campus stage. A single shot. Charlie Kirk collapses mid-sentence. He is rushed to treatment, but the wound is catastrophic. Declared dead shortly after, within 48 hours. A suspect is named Tyler James Robinson, 22 years old. Described as politically disaffected. Charged with aggravated murder, domestic terrorism, and use of a firearm. Prosecutors announced the death penalty. Case closed. But closure is not the same as truth. If you believe headlines shouldn't replace evidence, share this right now. Let's examine the pillars of the case. A bullet was pulled from Kirk's neck, intact. A rifle was recovered on the rooftop, bolt action, heavy, wrapped in a towel. DNA from a towel and a screwdriver is linked to Robinson. 3 separate materials. On the surface, it looks airtight. But here's the crack. Nowhere in the public record is there confirmation that the bullet matches the barrel. The most basic test is missing from the story. If you think that gap matters, comment show the ballistics, and then comes the note. Investigators say Robinson wrote it. I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, but the note no longer exists. It was destroyed. How, when, and by whom is not explained. Yet its words are treated as fact. Evidence you cannot see, cannot test, cannot verify is no evidence at all. If you agree, subscribe so you don't miss when the truth surfaces. The confession to his fog. Media says Robinson admitted guilt, but no transcript exists, no tape, no courtroom statement, just assurances. Authorities speak as if his words were clear, but the record is silent. If silence troubles you, drop confession or nothing in the comments. The DNA itself raises questions. Yes, it is cited on the towel. Yes, on the screwdriver, but not on the rifle stock, not on the trigger, not on the bolt, not even on the spent casing. The most critical surfaces remain unlinked, yet we are told the DNA is conclusive. If you see the gap, share this video with one person who still believes in evidence over performance. And then the bullets themselves. Reports claim they were engraved with mocking phrases, crude etchings, meant to paint a profile of malice. But if true, where is the handwriting analysis? Where is the psychological history that shows such behavior? Without those, the engravings are just another untested story. If you believe every claim needs a chain of proof, subscribe now. Cameras covered the building, yet no continuous rooftop footage has been released. Only still frames, only curated moments. The so-called sniper nest mentioned in charging documents. No public photos, no uncut timeline, just silence. If you believe footage should be public, comment release the tapes. Even the man who allegedly received Robinson's confession remains unnamed. A retired sheriff's deputy, we're told, but he has not testified, not sworn, not examined. In a case of this magnitude, anonymity is not accountability. If that unsettles you, drop a below, let them see the silence is being watched. These are not minor oversights. They are fractures, and truth often leaks through cracks. Authorities hold press briefings. They project confidence. They say the evidence is strong, but confidence is not proof. Performance is not evidence. And clarity is still missing. If you believe justice begins with precision, share this video right now.
Charlie Kirk was not only a figure of controversy. To his family, he was a husband, a father, a friend. They deserve more than fragments. They deserve facts. If you agree his family deserves truth, comment truth first. The bullet exists. The rifle exists. The DNA exists. But the bridge, the connection that proves beyond doubt, is missing. Until that bridge is laid bare, what we are given is a performance dressed as proof. If you see the performance, subscribe now and stay with the facts. So I leave you with this. If the bullet doesn't match the gun, what else doesn't match the story? If the note is gone, whose hand erased it? If the confession was never recorded, why should it be believed? In the silence between what's claimed and what's confirmed, truth either lives or dies. Stay with me, comment, subscribe, share, because silence only wins when no one is listening.